Monster, give me a perception check because you're the one searching currently. It's pretty good. You spot up on this area there are a series of large web-toed tracks leading into and out of the cave.
El Macho warns Dad about everybody. That giant web toes on the floor.
Fishman.
Can you recall knowledge that?
Well, the web toes, yeah. It's pretty good. I believe that these tracks belong to a creature known as a blind hen. They likely venture out of these caves to hunt in the darkest hours of the night. They are frog-like creatures, which would now represent that smell that you're smelling. It's something similar to that which is emitted by a various species of stressed toads. These blind hens have the ability to essentially turn their lights into beacons, like flashlights, to know to dazzle people nearby.
Macho El Mastro has a plan. Okay, these fish hunt at night.
Aggressive, but they're not generally aggressive. They're more territorial.
But they hunt at night, right?
They hunt at night, yeah, for their food.
Okay.
Insects and stuff like that. I'm gonna give you one bit of information about them. You can ask for what you want, like lowest save or something like that. But I'm trying to think of
what's their weakness?
If they have one.
Well, let me think. Now, what's their lowest save?
The lowest save is will. But these are considered to be animals. They don't technically speak. They're kind of like squirrels and stuff like that when it comes to how animals are. Some good information here. Here we go. Blind hen.
Ooh, never seen this before.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Here's the hot handout art for it too, so you guys have access to that. That's the information that you know.
Those eyes are so creepy.
They're like flashlights, is what it is. And if you scroll down, they actually can signal to each other long distances with them. Okay. Something happens. I'm sure you're following close behind. Aisha, you're now here. Put you two there. Bucky. As you round the corner, you can see that there are 3 creatures layering here, kind of off to the side. You can kind of see them, can't you? They resemble stubby humanoids with oversized frog-like heads and bulbous eyes. Likely the creatures that Monster told you he thinks that the tracks in this boat belongs to. We're going to roll for initiative.
So I'm attacking the one that's to the left of me.
Okay. Gonna keep it?
Yeah, I don't want to waste that.
Okay. Growing up, you swung a little too high. These things are relatively small. And then what's your last action?
I'm gonna raise my shield.
Right. As you rush forward, your light kind of conflicting against them. Their eyes don't seem to be any bothered by it as they can create light themselves. They are hissing at you, looking like they're ready to defend their territory. With you coming in and making the first aggressive attack here. So now they're on the defense. Aisha.
Will I hear Bucky trying to fight the monsters?
I mean, a 10-foot quick charge. He definitely ran in, swung at something.
So knowing if Aisha knows that, then I should start heading down toward where Bucky is. But I don't have line of sight, so I don't know what to do.
Right. So 5 feet puts you where Moncho is here. I'm gonna ult it so that you know.
Okay. And then I have light now. Okay, so I'm gonna. That's 5 feet. I'm gonna go towards where Bucky is. Be like, Bucky.
Yeah, that's
are you
10.
okay?
Oh, this is the wrong person.
Sorry.
Yeah, 10.
Right behind Bucky.
15.
Okay. Maybe like, Bucky, are you okay? What happened? I heard screaming.
No screaming, probably. I don't think he's screaming.
gonna see these creatures right here. Are they the frog monsters that Monstro acknowledged? Do they look like it?
If he described them, they kind of look like they like frogs. They look like animals.
Okay. Seeing that. I'm not gonna attack yet. I'm just gonna wait and see. So instead of a class less, and end my turn.
Okay.
Are both of them within range of my bless, or are they closer to Bucky a little bit?
You're within range of Bucky. You're 5 feet from him.
Got it. Okay. And start with bless.
Okay. Right.
Alright. Veruca will move forward until I can see.
Okay. Oh god, I'm changing his size apparently. So 5, 10, 20 feet get you here.
Freya's just like, Freya's going to roll Intimidate on Bucky.
Okay.
Just like, Bucky, look at them, they're so cute. Stop fighting.
Yeah, they're relatively small too. Like they're about
Wow.
shorter than you.
Oh my god! Did you just scare Bucky?
So glad I used a 20 on a fellow player.
Bucky, you're frightened too. Oh no, I should have taken a cute animal away from Brea. She jumped off a damn
Oh
cliff.
god.
After Brea's done, I'm jumping in.
Okay, you had it, Mantra.
I'm sorry, Brett. And yeah, do you recall knowledge on these things?
Sure. Nature. Or which lore? Your lore's hurting lore. Yeah, this would be a hurt thing. Do you want to keep it?
My big sister said they're friendly, and that's good enough for me. Alright.
You're not really sure if these are the creatures they mentioned, but if these are, she said that they're not hostile, actually. Which one he threw out the window and charged it first.
As usual, classic Bucky.
Sorry, I must have missed that part.
No.
I thought they were territorial, right?
Chaotic.
They are territorial, but defending their territory.
Bucky, give him money. Alright, I'm done.
Alright, Monster, your turn.
Well, we did come in here swinging, so a monster's going to go into rage mode.
Who talked to it?
Oh,
We can't
sorry.
see it.
Oh,
We can't see anymore.
sorry, the one that moved up and then did a blind thing is then going to try to bite Monstro in retaliation. A 19 to hit Monstro, I think hits, right?
Yep, that hits.
Okay, that's 8 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, they sting.
Yeah, they do. It's Freya's turn now, sorry.
Alright, so I'm blind for 4 rounds.
You and Veruca are both blind for 4 rounds. You fail blind for 1d4 rounds, and I rolled a 4.
Alright, I'll just skip my turn.
I mean, you can just treat difficult terrain, and then you kind of know where they are, but you don't want to attack them, so you're like, oh, that was bright.
Yep. Ray's is like, Veruca, let's just see where this goes.
The one that you just bit, Monstro, is going to bite you and then try to claw you twice. Oh my god, tonight is going to be one of those nights.
Nat 20.
23 for my first attack, natural 20, 27 for my second, natural 20, 23 for my third.
Oh my god. How much is that total?
I hit you, then crit you, then crit you. I feel this is going to be one of the times, guys.
It's realistic.
Can I retributive strike any of that? Or
You can
since
see
I'm blind?
him to know that you're hearing him get hit, but you don't know which one's doing it, and you don't know which target for the creature. That's what the problem with blind is you can't see the reaction. But this is what I will let you do if you would like to, because I found a really cool ways to keep characters' concepts in. If you want to use the hero point to use it, I'll allow it.
That's if I live. How much damage is that?
And he's got to choose which one it is.
Oh, okay.
Assuming he can do. He's hearing you get hit, so he knows you're being attacked. He can use his reaction, and he can't see the target. Or he can use a hero point to kind of heal you. If he wants to, leave it into him.
What would Bucky do? Think.
It would only heal 4 damage. Is that worth the hero point if you're going to be down either way?
I don't know how much damage it is, so.
I can't mention the damage until you tell me.
Yeah.
I don't want to use it on the first, and then I tell you the damage, and then you can decide to use it on the second, then I'll tell you the damage. It's when they're hit by an attack. You don't have to. I'm just giving you the ability to.
I'll do it on one of the crits.
Which one, first or second?
The first crit.
First crit. Okay, cool. I will take a hero point from you. You reach out, giving him the resistances. The creature's not within a distance of be able to strike on. Now you're a paladin, right? Yeah. So the first hit was 14 damage.
Oof.
Yeah, I rolled really well on that one. That was just a normal hit. So the first crit you're using it on, that comes out to be 18 slashing, but with the 4, that makes it 14 slashing.
And that's for the first hit still, right?
It's for the second hit.
Okay, second hit, so 14.
Yeah, that puts you unconscious and
Yeah.
dying too. And then it crits you again. But you bit it. It's now just defending itself. It's against the corner. You came in like a feral wolf. This thing is just swinging out.
I was defending Bucky.
It's justified. I'm on the frog side.
I was trying to say to Bucky, you're going to
I was a wolf defending its friend.
This is really bad. This is really, really, really bad. Okay. Critical hit, because it puts you at 0, means you go to dying 2. The second critical hit will put you at dying 4, which means you will die right now. Unless you use all your hero points.
I
know.
Call a new sister and then
I have.
A diehard feat. You have to, right?
Yes, I have to. It's.
Okay. So this was interesting. You use all your hero points in heroic recovery. You don't get in the win condition. You're just unconscious. They hit you really hard, but you feel like in the back of your mind, you can hear your sister go, "I'm on the frog side." You go, "Shit, I probably shouldn't have," and then unconscious. But you're fine right now. You're just dazzled.
And nobody can see me dying, right? Because they're blind.
Girl in the back can. Everybody else is blind. They just hear you scream like crazy. Bucky stitched you being attacked.
If they don't speak our language, we attack.
It's for all animals that within themselves. Mooses, zebras, dinosaurs, all of them.
It seems like a really ethnocentric policy, but okay, sister.
Alright,
They're
Bucky.
not here, so we must attack.
Yeah, don't you? Scraps of stick and brush are piled in alcoves to the north and south. There are a lot more creatures, these frog-like creatures. 3 to the northern nest area. All other 4 are here to the southern nest. Just by looking at them, 4 of these creatures will appear immediately aggressive, just peering at you in their nests with their lambent eyes that are just subtly glowing. These 4. I should mark them so you know which ones I'm talking about. Mark them about that. These 4 stressed and blinking nervously as you round the corner as you're getting too close to creating some sort of really unique strobe effect with their brightly shining eyes. Just from here, Bucky, you can see there are large bruises surrounding their necks. A very distinctive pattern. Almost intentional looking.
Interest, lady?
Yeah, it's like slave.
It's a good question. They don't look like they're going to attack you or anything. You want to approach them calmly so you get a little closer look.
Sure.
El
Oh,
Monstro
very-
will fall
very slowly and
behind
very
just in
calmly.
case.
Go ahead and go right here for me, Becky.
If they attack you, I bite back.
Just that way I can bring some more people up.
They're just into really kinky sex.
Okay.
Oh my.
Do they do
Rhea,
anything?
you are 9 years old.
Right.
Two of the front are ready to like lunge in the event that you do anything. One's in the back, just distressed. They're very nervous. We have calmed them. It can easily identify the bruises around their neck. Looks like strangulation wounds. The large creature grasped them tightly. Didn't crush anything, just released them to make them suffer. But the injuries likely will heal over time on their own. Believe that Aisha could potentially expedite the process. Maybe wrap their wounds or something.
Will Bucky tell me that?
You understand, Bucky, by looking at this.
Can I lay on hands them, or is that too much?
This is more like a tradition at medicine can aid, essentially. Lay on hands may.
Oh, okay.
It isn't like it's like health damage. It looks like they're under the infliction of some strangulation effects that cause them to. You know how like enfeebled and stuff works? It's kind of like that.
I have 5 medicine. Can I do it?
You have to at least be trained. You have to have a medicine kit as well. Do you have a healer's tools on you?
Oh, okay. No, I am trained, but I don't have that.
Brea will toss you her healer's tools.
Bucky does not communicate, so he has no idea where
Oh, that's right. That's right. Instead, I just
I'll look to Aisha and like grunt. Hurt.
He's become full orc.
No, that's exactly what it says.
I know you're hurt, Bucky. I know you're hurt, Bucky. It's okay to have your feelings hurt. Let me go over and try hugging you.
Big sister, they hurt him.
Did they hurt Bucky, or are they hurt?
Hurt. Frog.
Hurt
Big sister,
frog.
frogs. He wants you too.
Frogs are hurt?
Yeah, Arbina runs in and shoots one of them because she said hurt frog.
Come on, Carbina.
I mean, I would have rushed in and beat the frog up too if I heard hurt frog.
Flames.
That's how Hamacho speaks.
So, you got deconditioned, right, for these frogs?
It's going to be just a medicine check. One, you can lead the check, and the other person can aid or can separate, because there are 4 injured ones here, so it's going to be 10 minutes per attempt, like treat wounds would be.
Okay.
1 check per creature.
Okay, let's just divide the task, yeah?
Sure.
I'll go with this bottom one first.
2 to the bottom. All the ones that are marked with a blue dot.
Got it. First one for me, 27.
Do you want to do your own?
Yeah.
Right. Or your medicine check.
Could be
It's
worse.
a 5. It's a 5 on the die. Are you going to use another hero point?
If I don't, is there a chance I can hurt it?
It is.
And a chance you can roll in that one too. So who knows?
I'll
Do
do
that.
that.
DC's 15.
I'll keep it, and then I'll realize that I'm not trained for this, so I'll leave it alone.
It's rough. I was hoping that you want to re-roll it. It's a critical failure.
Oh,
Your clumsy attempt. You don't really know how this medicine kit was packed. You don't really know much about these creatures. You do try knowing have good intentions. Your attempt to apply medical aid further injures this poor animal. It angers it, freaks it out even more, and it flees down and out of the hallway. Agony. I mean, really big.
Do we
You
attack?
succeeded on yours.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's your opinion. Rhea yells after it.
Girls, can you comfort Bucky? I gotta do the rest of the frogs. Cheer him up, please. You have 20 minutes to cheer him up, as I have 3 more targets.
2 more.
2 more targets. You have 20 minutes to cheer him up.
How would a monster treat him up? You did good. Me not good with medicine too.
And
He just picks his head now.
Watch our back and make sure the frogs don't come after us.
I feel like we were the villains in this situation.
Me too.
We try people. We know villains.
Bucky, you move. You see a couple of things. First and foremost, cave goes to the south, begins to go downstairs. Continues this direction. At the edge of your torchlight, you can see that it hooks to the right and to the south again. Goes to another cave. To the room here, almost immediately to the north, you can see what looks to be a dead creature. It looks a lot like the one that you tried to help. Mouth is likely suffocated. The injury from its critical failure made it suffocate.
Wow.
I hate to add that to your character. That's what it says happened on critical failure. They are in agony, they run away, they freak out, they hyperventilate. There's a strangulation. You can't breathe. They die.
can we stabilize it, or?
It's dead. That's
It happened
right.
30 minutes ago.
Oh.
On the creature.
Yeah.
To the room. Stalactites and stalagmites. 3 moist columns in this room. Gentle sound of lapping water emanates throughout the area. Again, you can see that water runs across the floor. A passage leads southeast. Though there's not any on the map, like small rivers of water that's running this direction of the cave.
The water's leading down here.
So, searching this tavern, you go this way, or run this way.
You lead the way, Bucky.
I'm gonna run up to the creature.
Okay.
I'll say a small prayer.
Do that.
The monster starts digging a hole.
It's limestone. Good luck with that.
Oh, I gotta drag it out and dig a hole.
You just put dirt on it and think it's rest in peace. Like, I don't know. Like,
No.
Shit.
Don't drag its body in front of its friends.
El monster's just gonna pick a bunch of little rocks and just bury it under rocks.
Perfect.
I could burn its body, set it a cremated burial if you want.
Does anyone want to say a few words?
Bucky, would you like to see any words for this fallen animal?
But he shakes his head.
All right.
Let it go. Yeah, he's just in there.
Coming into view. You guys have made enough noise here. Another humanoid frog-like creature stands vigil. A little larger than the rest you've met before. Also a little more feminine as well. He kind of comes around from one of these stalagmites to look at you. Another creature also makes its way around of it. The second creature looks like an animal shaped like a water droplet, with a bulbous rear end and an eel-like face. The kid from Monero school. Let me see if I got this image. Yes, it looks more like a frog.
I must have it.
Look at the art. It's like it's doing a dance. Hold on. This art. Remember, it's kind of a donk-a-donk. It's legs.
Oh my.
Oh,
my
Groplit?
It
Plit?
does.
Group. Huh.
The creature that steps around into y'all's view.
Oh.
It's a little bit different from the other frog creature you're seeing. Upon seeing you, she reacts, baring her jaws at you, while idly rubbing the top of her head, just like in that image. She's just like rubbing the top of her head. It's hollering and mewling, a mixture between what frogs can actually somewhat bark in a way. It's like a croak mixed with like sharp noises, and you're the mewling sound, almost like what a cat makes, likely attempting to communicate with you. This is where I would ask, does anyone here have to speak with animals or wild empathy? One does.
Oh my god.
Whatever she's trying to communicate to you is lost. This is rebuffed, as there is a buffer between, there's a language barrier between you two. She and the creature are romantic looking at you. Because when they come around this area, guess what they see?
They see us paying our respects to one of their fallen brethren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. What do they see?
That's what they see. Well, interpret it differently is up to them.
They see a bunch of people they don't recognize in their cave, standing over the body of one of their own, trying to communicate to you. You can't communicate with it, and it sees that. What they've interpreted to is sure that's it, but visually, it's like I just picked up the knife that was in the wound. Well, yeah, but now you're holding the knife. You know what I mean?
Oh, does he look like he's mad, hostile, angry, or is he still looking confused? Hello?
You guys do.
Oh, does the monster look confused? What is his mood on his face?
Our best to be as hospitable as possible.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I'll dismount from Baruka and just like lay on the ground.
Wait. Does the monster look confused still or angry? Or what's it look?
Yeah, at this point.
Okay. El Monstro is going to try to scare it off.
Scream back at it?
Yeah. I have no hero points, so.
Let's roll for audition. Scream at it. It sounds more like a yelp. And in that brief moment, communications have broken completely. These creatures will better come and hate you. 2 balls attack on. Sure. I got a 30 to hit Baruta, and then a 24, and then a 21 to hit Monstro.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure I crit. Yeah, Baruka. That is 26 piercing damage. So that Baruka goes down. You were just lying there. Like, I was like, I think Baruka would be fine in this fight. You two just sit back and wait and see how this turns out. Dying to Baruka vanishes. And they are even more confused, which would explain, like, after the bite, the creature's gone, she goes to swing again, she's like, she turns and starts going for Monstro. Wait, it says these creatures are enough to flank, right? Yeah. Oh, shit. I'm gonna move down to the flank.
Am I flat-footed still already, though? Because
they don't know that you can. They're not smart enough to know that you're flat-footed, but they know how flanking works.
Okay.
Jaws, and then let's put a single claw into Bucky. Okay, I got a 21 to hit Bucky. I'm pretty sure hits his flat foot, even with a shield raised. And I got a 30 to hit Aisha.
Yeah, you crit me.
I'm so sorry, Aisha. So, Bucky have hero points, right? I thought you had to. Oh, you used
I do not.
Thing. Okay. You can sense Aisha get hit. And dealt 10 piercing. That's not doubled yet. So doubled to 20 piercing
Aisha.
to Aisha.
Bucky, you killed me! Aisha says her last words as she's dying too.
And then 12 damage to Bucky. Yeah, has muted.
Oh, he's muted. Okay.
Gray has muted me. Muted themselves. And it is ignoring me. It's fine. I didn't hear that they were handed back unless they said they took them back specifically. If you don't, there's a good chance Aisha dies. Really. There's no way to heal her. Says Heartbeat, it doesn't have any extra stuff because she had to use it to save Monstro and her only potion to save Gray the last time. Aisha has failed, dying 3. It's now this creature's turn. I go for the killing blow. You got the coup de grace. Does that make you feel good? It's in a warm inside. Should I go for the kill? It won't. That's not what this creature would do. However, something else has happened. This creature full runs behind a pillar, shaking, scared, and you can hear it mumbling from behind one of the pillars. So the creature's out of the combat. Monster, it's your turn.
El Monster's going to sudden charge and try to attack it. So I have no clue if I'm going to make it, though. So this is difficult terrain, so 10...
Oh, it's difficult terrain when you were blind.
Oh, when I was blind, okay. So then I can just make it. Let me see.
Should be able to. Or flip it to.
Yep.
Like tracking down a wounded animal to be here. You come around the corner, Monstro. You can see this creature. What you see it doing is it's hiding behind the column. It's in a fetal position, and its other hand is like rubbing the top of her head anxiously. And you get a sense immediately, even though you're kind of ragey, she's missing something. There used to be probably something there that she doesn't have. And she just looks at you with like these eyes, like what animals do when they're upset, realize that she's out of her element here, scared. Do you make your attack?
She is raging and trying to protect her friends. Yes, she will make her attack.
19. Miss if she was not in a fetal position. Good hit. She's still standing.
I'm going to try to hold a monster. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to heal Aisha.
So, you need a hand freeze, so you have to drop the sword or the shield, your call.
Do I have to drop it or can I just sit?
You sheath it takes an action, and it's 2 actions to stabilize, and then an action to move would be 4 actions.
Okay, so I just dropped it then.
Let it go quickly. You start reaching into the various pockets, or at least get that you've got probably worn on you as you were applying medical aid, the frog creature. And here's what's interesting: your character feeling shell-shocked right now, right, with everything that's happened. Your friend is here dying, hurt. As you run up to try to provide aid again to save her life, look just 10 feet in front of you, and you can see the dead creature, the last creature you tried to save, and how it turned out. You look back down at your hands, a little bit of blood from these frog creatures, maybe even your own. Grab out the various bandages. Make that medicine check. Stabilize somebody. The DC is their dying value plus 5 plus 10. So essentially, it's their dying DC plus 5. So it's a DC 18 medicine check. Stabilizer.
Oh.
Well,
Can it be 17?
sorry, Aisha.
Few before. What did I say the DC was?
18.
18.
Yeah.
Bucky, you're on the couch tonight. You are on the couch tonight.
Oh.
No.
Bucky, you're on the couch tonight.
Stabilize. Attempt a medicine check on a creature that has 0 hit points in the die condition. The DC is equal to 5 plus that creature's recovery roll DC, which would have been 13. 13 plus 5 is 18. Technically failed. It says here, if you were trying to stabilize, the creature's dying value increases by 1.
I accept my fate.
Ugh.
Aisha, rest in peace. Bucky, you are forever scarred.
Bucky! Well, Bucky's done at this point. Bucky just tried to help twice. Has killed do things that were innocent. Oh no!
You're on the couch tonight, Bucky.
Oh.
Success, at least. That is a success. You're just dying one at this point. As this creature's turn, this creature's going to let out a very loud, like, yelp, like, terrified scream. It doesn't sound like a battle cry at all, but it echoes through the caves. It reverberates back in confusion that you can hear from the caves to the southwest that you came from as it runs. Hear the sound of something splash coming down that cave, Monstro.
El Monster's gonna sudden charge.
Right. You're charging.
She is not done with her prey until she is done.
Right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, what you hear. Into an area where there's a very large lake, and the creature that you're chasing has dived in and is swimming at a pretty incredible pace. Nearby is another one of these creatures that its eyes are like wide as it sees its boss jump into the water, and it kind of just notices you. Like, it looks like they're all about to either engage or flee. It's hard to tell immediately from what's happening. That was 5, 10, 15, 20. So one you can get essentially 25 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the way swimming works, you can only really get. I mean, yeah, you could come around and be like close to the water and try to bite it as it's swimming.
Okay.
You wanted to.
Yes.
Okay.
Come on, Monstro.
And another miss.
Is it flat-footed in the water?
It has a swim speed, so it is not flat-footed.
Gotcha.
What else happens here? Oh, what's your perception checks? Cool. You saw that there was another creature here. It was just drinking from the water, right? And after the call, it was on alert and is like on full retreat here. It doesn't seem to have wanted to do anything with you. It might have. It might have been a little bit too anxious. It didn't look like being injured one like the other ones. However, you spot something watching the frog. Something was watching that frog from the water, and now was watching you. With amusement, it was just below the water's surface. It looks like a female humanoid, but made of pure water, swirling softly around her form. It's accentuated with bits of moss and seaweed, and atop her head is what appears to be long black hair that diffuses outwards in the calm waters. It's kind of staring from the waterline, looking at you to see what happens.
Is it underwater or is it out the water?
It's kind of like by the middle of the area here, just barely under the water, just barely under the surface, just kind of watching you and what's going on with these creatures.
Am I still raging?
You are.
Okay, then I cannot speak. I'm in wolf form. Still underwater. How far underwater is it?
She's like 5 feet under the surface of the water. She's not that high. And why are you not bringing up a character sheet? Alt, double click. There we go. I have art for her too if you want to see her art.
Sure. Can I shake out of being raging?
No.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the things that says you cannot willingly leave rage.
Gotcha.
You have to wait a minute. You do anything for your turn?
She tries to scare it off.
Yes. Okay. Venus. I'm wondering why you came to blows with animals. Do you not have the ability to speak with animals? And if so, why did you harm the innocent tribe?
What'd she say?
Translate that?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I wasn't here at the time. They kind of ran along and did it on their own. Had I been here, that would have been a different story. We do apologize for the inconvenience and transgressions that happened, though.
Tell
He
C
says
lady.
he was too busy trying to seduce my mom and let the children run about loose without him.
Tell her that they attack us. We do no harm. We defend. We protect our tribe. They monsters.
It looked to me like your friend chased it into the waters as it was trying to flee. That's not defending, that's aggression.
To be fair, it did kill 2 of us.
It killed 2 of us.
And we didn't attack it. It attacked us.
You had an ability to speak with them. You could have left and been away yourselves, grabbed your friend here, and figured out what they needed. Which I knew what they needed.
We don't speak
Their
animal.
leader- Their leader.
Well, if you knew where the primordial flame was, you could help us out. But you don't, so it's not really useful saying what could have happened if we had the ability to do it.
Ask her where's monsters at. Why hide?
It's just the way that I assume that most humans work. When they do not understand something, they come to blows instead of treating and evaluating and then returning to the situation better prepared.
Sister, you are preaching to the choir. Listen, these guys are a bunch of warmongers. I swear. No, I'm
Conversation if we can understand it.
I'm gonna head myself anyway. They want to know where the guy ran off to.
A Morlock came swimming through my pool from some place much deeper in the Darklands below, bringing a magical glowing skull cap with it. Shortly afterwards, about a dozen of those blind hymns swam from the same direction. At first, I thought the Morlock was in some sort of trouble. To be pursued by so many blind hymns, after getting to know a few of these animals, using both my ability of wild empathy and the ability to speak to animals at all times, I realized I had it wrong. The Morlock had stolen their sacred glowing cap from their leader, something that they worship deeply and rely on to get through the Darklands. However, this Morlock is no mere thief. He is a skulking murderer who apparently made it his personal mission to stalk and kill the blind hymns one at a time. She actually has a very sad expression as she looks down to the waters. You get a sense that maybe they're never going to return. He strangles them, she says sorrowfully. Their squeals echo through my caverns for hours. Afterwards, he comes to the pool to wash his hands of their blood. The waters. All I can do is swim to the farthest corners and wait for him to leave. I adored them, and I'm not too happy that your kind actually came to blows with them instead of trying to figure out what they needed. They are curious animals, though, and I wish I had the ability to help them and leave the pool. And I was going to ask, had we have met sooner, if you would help them. But she looks down to the waters again. Again, as far as your primordial flame, if it's somewhere further in the caves, I do not know of it. The blind hens never mentioned it, and the Morlock did not seem to be carrying it. And I doubt your primordial flame is the skull cap that they carried with them.
Can I sense motive?
I faithfully translate that.
I'm not sure she's saying all this in the only language she knows you guys are speaking, which is Taldan, which
Yeah, so we don't
you
understand
don't
it.
speak. Yeah,
Okay.
she don't speak.
I translate that all to you guys.
Cool.
Heartbeating will help too, like to kind of take the load off of it because that was a lot to translate.
Okay, yeah.
Can El Monstro still sense motive after being translated at?
We should thank her for her time and helping us. Regardless of our previous transgressions, we do not mean her harm.
She didn't help us.
She's trying to help us, and we are. What I can't understand, perhaps, but I can understand rudeness. It feels like some people are being rude, even though I can't understand what they're saying.
The tone that she's giving to you, Brea, I know you're young, but you get a sense like it's I would say it's scorn. It's much like when a parent is like upset with you, like disappointed. You get a sense that she's disappointed in you all.
Which is why Zinraph's being like, I can't understand what they're saying, but I can understand tone, and I'm like, we should probably just apologize and move on.
Well, El Monstro doesn't like her being mean to, her little sister. So
you don't have to like it. That's why I'm saying we should apologize, because it seems like she's being scornful.
Unless Brea says that about the tone, your character doesn't understand. You can't grasp.
Oh, okay. I can understand tone.
Oh, okay.
Never mind then.
Wait. What Hybrina? Yeah, would she tell us the tone or no?
I don't think that's something that she would. Cause she's more a fact kind of person, so it's not like, oh, and by the way, because that would be assuming feelings. She would be like, probably sticking to what they're saying. She goes, oh, that makes more sense. That's probably why they went swimming into the waters. where they came from. She would ask, though, because she's very inquisitive, do you think those types of creatures, without their lights, are doomed where they're going back to? And the woman in the water just gives a sad expression, which kind of says it all. Likely those creatures fled from one certain death situation against El Monstro right back into another.
Well,
I think the light meant a lot to them, and the dangers of returning here might be too much for them, so they are probably not going to be much longer of the world of the living. Which likely would have been the same situation had they remained.
okay, lady, we might not be able to undo the harm we've already caused, but at least allow us to repay our karmic debt and get their hat back for them.
You can still get the cap if you want, but they'll be gone by then.
Oh crap! We have three. She says we have 3 hours before she disappears.
When's she gonna move on, man?
What is the cap again? I probably lost that. What is that?
The skull cap.
She mentioned that a Morlock came out of the waters a while back carrying a unique cap, like a skull cap. Shortly after that, a lot of the blind nymph showed up chasing after her. She thought that the Morlock was in trouble. But then she got to know, because she could speak with animals, and she talked to the blind nymphs and found out that the Morlock stole their cap, their sacred cap, and they were here to try to return it. But he has been systematically murdering them and torturing them, and strangling them and letting them loose and stuff, and washes their blood off in her lake. So the Morlock is cruel.
Now, is that the immortal flame or no?
We don't know what it is.
She says that it's likely not, because you're looking for that, and they arrived. The Morlock arrived when they stole it from them. So unless they stole it, like a whole golem situation, maybe it might be. It's the only thing you've heard of about fire so far in this area.
And the warlock is inside the cave, or is he outside, or?
She
He's
told
inside
you
the
this
cave.
further to that direction.
He's to the east. Yeah, this
Right
point.
here. Okay.
Well, okay. I mean, she didn't really agree to us getting the cap, and then she's going to join our team. She just wants the cap back.
But
You don't know that.
we don't know that, and further,
Well,
we don't know that we can't beat their
Could
language.
Bria ask? Yeah, could Bria ask that if we get the cap for her? You know, are you going to join the team or not? Because a monster's all about the
She said that
tribe.
Brea knows what she wants. Brea knows that if you get the cap, she says if you get it in time, she'll take it back to the Nymphs to help save them. They might need it in the Darklands. Without it, because that's what Harbina asked. Which your character doesn't know. Harbina asked, without it, do you think they'll perish? And there's a look of sadness on her face.
Yeah, Bria's like keeping the truth because she thinks this is just the fastest way to get everybody to help them. So.
Okay, so she doesn't tell us the truth.
And I am naive, so I believe that if we help her, maybe she will join us. Maybe I will get this date. I have no reason to believe Brea is lying to me.
True. Okay, so do you lie to El Monstro about her coming to the tribe? Because that's what she's going to ask.
Ooh, do you ask it like in front of everybody, or do you like pull her?
Yeah, I asked it in front of everybody. Is she join the tribe if we get cap?
Yeah, for sure.
She smiles. Okay, we help.
I know. I work in like a place of work where I deal with like criminals all day, and so my customer service voice is like really high pitched. So like talking to like violent offenders while being like, okay, so what you do?
Oh my god, welcome to DSS, the court for families and stuff. So like, listen, what I really want for you is to go and give me your account number so I can find out where you are in my system.
Pretty
Alright. What do you guys want to do? What time is it? We could probably get to like at least the next room and we can call it.
Go east.
To the east.
What is the marching order going through this narrow chasm? Harbina, I'll hold up the back.
I'll go first. I'm searching, so I'll go first. And why not?
El Monstro will go up too. She'll be searching.
Okay. Bucky will be third then. Well, remember, it's a 5-foot hallway, so you have to be in a line at this point because it's.
All right, I'll go first. I'll go first. You know what? I haven't been hit today. No big deal.
You do.
Plus, you know,
Heroes always get punched first.
I was promised a date, so I'm in pretty good mood. Pretty good high spirits.
I was promised a new friend for the
Let me
tribe.
see what the dynamic Guardians at. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to start dragging people again so that you can see how this happens. Zin, what can you still see? You can't see to the top yet, right?
No.
Okay. It doesn't appear to be trapped. Am I rolling less than a DC? Is it not trapped?
Go ahead, Monstro.
Oh, sorry. Repeat.
We don't think they're trapped, so go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I put the party up here real quick, too.
She's gonna move. What's that in front of us? Right here.
You can do if you think it might be
Just
trapped.
some rocks and skulls and stuff.
Okay. Smells like fish. She's gonna cover up her nose and move up.
I should ask, as you cleared the left side, Zenarath, as he's clearing the right, did you also want to move up on the left, or are you just going to stay here stationary as they're progressing to the right side?
I'm staying here because if I do trigger another trap, I want it to be close to the party. Monstro, if she triggers traps, like, she can take it. Like, I took half my HP in one shot from the trap. So I just would we already failed to notice traps. So if Monstro goes that way, we know that way's safe.
Monstro does go this way, and Monstro does trigger a trap.
Well,
Not meeting the DC. I got a 12 for you that time. Monstro, another reflex save.
This guy in traps.
Oh no.
She's fine.
He's out of your points. Let me tell you a couple of fun things here first, all right?
Mm-hmm.
To the north, the cave opens up a bit more and continues an unusual pile of objects about 2 feet high. 3 stacks of rocks make the general shape of a frog's head and has 2 round rocks for its eye sockets. Chalk drawings on the rocks give the frog's mouth jagged teeth and makes its eyes seem large and, staring. There's a glowing skull cap made of what looks to be soft leather resting atop this frog's head. And as you trigger the trap, again. Okay, cool. Here comes some damage to you.
Failure or critical failure?
That is just a failure.
Okay.
Take 19 damage.
Oof.
Yeah.
And this is probably where we're going to be ending it because something has happened. A scrawny creature drops down to attack from a niche that's kind of a little higher than eyesight was hiding up on it. It looks like a bulging-eyed humanoid with gangly arms and exceptionally large hands. He wears a leather satchel on the side. Easily his most striking and gruesome adornment is his cloak, which looks to have been fashioned from the hide of flayed humanoid frog creatures.
I think we found the creature.
It speaks out towards you in a glee as these rocks rain down upon you. An undercommon. Does anyone speak undercommon?
What?
No.
We don't speak dirty
common.
common.
As it's gotten the jump on you. I have a handout for you guys because this is kick-ass art.
What the mess?
What on earth is that? Evil.
Is this like entrails? What is that?
Yeah, is that
They
guts?
They kind of are.
Is that the skull of a dead frog?
What does it say these are? These are called
Hobjo?
Yeah, they look like entrails. They look like intestines he just wrapped himself in.
Wow.
Very cool.
Yeah, very, very cool. The other thing is like a stick attached to a thing that he fashioned again. That's why I mentioned it. There's even like old dried blood on it. This creature leaps down. Friend from the niche to be in a really fun spot for combat as we roll for initiative, and this is where we'll end it. I don't think we have time to do a combat with this thing right now.
I mean, it's one guy.
You know what? I'm going to use my hero point. I got one last one. Why not?
Yeah. It's like
It is one guy, but it's one strong guy, probably.
Use one strong guy, but we can handle it. You have me here now. I mean, obviously.
I mean, yeah.
Consider that.
Look, I am focused. I have to get this date. I'm going to crit this thing first round. It's going to be a good time.
We need you 2 hours ago when we were talking to frogs. Like...
Well, I'm so sorry that my job makes me work.
That is a bummer.
She's only listed for perception. What is she technically investigating? Okay.
What? That was Harbina. She's rolling like 20s, almost 30s. And I'm
I
like,
rolled
rolling
a 9.
10s.
I rolled really high on it. I roll in a high on all tonight for everything. Even the creature technically coming out of stealth here.
I'm like second to first, and I rolled a freaking 7. I'm like, we're not rolling
Here
good.
is the creature. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh my.
Oh, I didn't sort it right. Hold on. Cindy.
Gotta say, love the hat.
Big guy though.
Now, this is going to be like the second magical item we just give up to.
Yeah.
Gotta delete that trap too. Okay, cool. Are there more in this room? Man, that's fun. It's so much fun. Is there one here? Is there one in this space right here? Who knows?
Do I go down the first round? That's the real question.
I mean, it's going before you. It technically goes before Harbina because I have monsters.
If
worth
it does,
throw.
I mean, you have 2 healers now, so we'll get you up.
Right,
Probably.
you got Zenarath and Aisha.
I mean, if he does get me down, that means I can still rage, which is good. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Beat me to a pulp.
Don't say that, because we only have a certain amount of heal slots.
Yeah.
Before you go broke. Don't say that.
I mean, if he crits like, what, 3 times? Like last time?
We can do his turn first. You guys can plan it each round here. We're going to do his turn real quick.
Let's do it.
This is really bad, as he is going to first. I mean, that's exactly what he would do. Is that for his second attack because it's agile, right? No, he would reach out to hit you with his fist. First attack, 28.
You gotta be kidding. Wait, no, wait. That is not a crit. Because I'm 19 right now. I'm not raging.
Ooh, you got lucky.
Yeah.
All right. This thing has surprise attacker. As it used stealth to enter combat.
Oh, this is sneak attack for you.
It's a sneak attack. So that is a total. Oh my god! 11 bludgeoning, 6 sneak attack, and some other effects.
Whoa.
I'm sure Bucky would probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bucky can, but it's okay. Another 5 on top of that. So Bucky can prevent one of it, or all but that's 18 total damage to you. You do fall unconscious.
Wait. Even with
I
Bucky's
wanna be-
thing, right?
Yeah. So I've got 17 plus 5
Jeez.
damage to you.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That was only
She
one
just gets
attack.
assassinated out of
Only one
nowhere.
attack. It gets crazier, guys. As a free action, the creature is grabbed. You are now grabbed by it, and it has you around your
Yep.
throat.
Yeah.
And he's beginning to strangle you. You are now suffocating, and you cannot speak for as long as you're being strangled. And
Yep.
because you are suffocating, bad things will happen on your turn.
Yep.
It looks like this has the ability to stop creatures from speaking, so spellcasters are at a disadvantage if it gets a hold. That was.
I had a feeling this was going to happen when it says it's going to punch you first, and I was like, oh, and it strangles you? Yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah, you better not strangle us because we're screwed.
Oh, and it's even better because this creature knows how to use walls. This thing's smart. Holding on to you. 5, 10, 20. Okay, so it's going to be difficult to range. It's going to, holding you in place, strangling you, going to maneuver for its second action to get right here, holding you in this square.
What?
Yeah.
But wait, why would
I mean,
they do
you're
that?
unconscious and you're a small creature. He's doing that because now he's going to spend a second attack to hit somebody, just so he can't be flanked. He's got other plans too. As you guys are looking, there's a lot of like ditches and small tunnels and stuff kind of in the area where he's got a plan. Maybe. Will he do that? No, he won't do that. Where was he at? Up here?
So he has improved grab.
Reaches out, he hits you. It's a free action. That's
Okay.
what it says here. The triggers that he hits you with a fist strike, you would grab. Yeah, it's kind of like a brute grab. It's this whole thing. He's been strangling monsters for years. He's going to move with you the other way.
Not gonna lie, this is pretty cool.
15.
Help!
Like that.
Or well,
Can't
I'm
see you,
unconscious.
right?
That's the funniest
No,
thing.
he
Like,
can't see you at all.
Rock's just falling her.
This area
Like,
is
Goblin
definitely-
jumps out,
if he-
grabs
if
her,
he-
and disappears.
If he moved like that, this area over here is definitely trapped.
He also
yeah.
moved in a very, you didn't see it, but he moved in a very particular way around the other side of the pillar, too.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I know,
I know.
why is he retreating backwards it's weird. Like, I feel like this area is definitely trapped now if he moved like that. I don't know, though.
Yeah, it might be a bait.
Might be a
Before
bait.
he doesn't have a way. I wanted to hit somebody else real quickly, too, but he can't. This creature is vicious. But guess what he does for his last action?
Fight monster.
Turners.
He is going to bite Monstro.
Hey, that's my thing.
You know? He's trying to, like, rip part of you out. This will be attack 2 with a -6 to your armor class.
Oh god.
Yep.
You got a 13, and I think that's a hit.
13 minus 6. Yeah, that's it hits on the mark. Wait, -5 for what is it? Attack by yeah.
All the sheets I have a -2. I can hit attack 2, attack 3.
Okay, yeah, then yeah, 13 hits exactly.
Monstrous died 2. And so we'll end it. Bad stuff's happening immediately. You gotta let Bucky know he needs to come back because he needs to save people.
Hopefully, I'll be here next week. And
Yeah.
I got some unfortunate news though.
What?
He told me that he's not feeling it anymore. That
The campaign?
he won't be. Yeah, he's not really feeling it. So yeah, he told me that he's apologizes, but he probably won't be here anymore.
Ugh.